it is a struggling school. The recently renamed Justice High School in Fairfax County, Virginia, formerly named Jeb Stuart High after a Confederate general, has an 11.49% dropout rate, and 20% of its students were chronically absent in 2019, meaning it is now only conditionally accredited. But what happened here on Commencement Day 2021 has given Justice High new unwanted attention. The keynote speaker that day was Abrar Omish, the only Muslim member of the all-Democratic Party Fairfax County School Board. Her speech that day appeared more indoctrination in wokeism than encouragement for graduates. She began by noting the ceremony was taking place on stolen Native American land.
First, let us acknowledge the stolen land of the Manahoic people, on which we have learned, lived, and on which we celebrate today here in Fairfax. This theft is a reminder to us of what happens when we delay justice, when we don't speak up, when we don't stand up in time.
She borrowed from the tenets of critical race theory and disparaged the Constitution's concept that all men are created equal.
We struggle with human greed, racism, extreme versions of individualism and capitalism, white supremacy, growing wealth gaps, disease, climate crisis, extreme poverty amidst luxury and waste right next door. And the list goes on. You all know this.
At one point, speaking in Arabic, she calls on students to wage jihad. It is unclear whether she meant it as a struggle or in the more nefarious interpretation. The entire theme was not on becoming good citizens, but causing, in her words, good trouble, and encouraging far-left activism, embracing victimization and division. In Abrar Omish's view, minding one's own business is a liability.
You understand that neutral is another word for complicit, and you have made a choice to take a stand. Be proud of yourself. I want to hear it for y'all. Let's hear it for this class.
That she was invited to make the keynote address speaks volumes about the school board and the leftward migration of Fairfax County in which she serves. She is no stranger to controversy. When running for the at-large seat on the school board, she was stopped for driving while texting and making an illegal turn on a red light. She disobeyed at least 12 commands from an officer to produce her license and registration. She refused to answer, refused to get out of the car.
Get out of the car right now.
I'll give you my license. I'll give you my license.
Get out of the car.
I didn't do anything. What?
Get out of the car now.
I'll give you my license, sir. What?
Last chance.
Sir, why? Why? Tell me.
She ultimately was pepper sprayed and arrested. She pleaded no contest and told the Washington Post at the time, quote, she plans to pursue conversations with Fairfax County Police about implementing sensitivity training. She added, if it were someone else, this just wouldn't have happened. Fairfax County citizens have launched a petition to recall Omish, citing her resistance to opening schools amid the pandemic. The petition cites that she, quote, voted to keep all Fairfax County public schools closed, thereby overruling and ignoring local and national medical experts, which have stated that keeping schools closed would be detrimental to all children. The Fairfax Republican Party supports the recall, noting ideologues on the board have lost sight of their mission to educate students. Even as schoolhouse doors were needlessly closed for more than a year, board members were focused on vacuous theories of social justice. Let's get back to basics with a new school board. She's